What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the saddle. It's time for some more Flotsam, where we're like absolutely killing it right now. This is, I know it doesn't seem like much, but this is my best playthrough of Flotsam so far. And right now, we're basically just farming up materials, so I'm just going to speed up the game a little bit and get it moving. I don't think we have any campfire materials left, so we're going to be living off of our water for right now, which is going to go down rapidly. Keep that in mind. We're going to run out of water pretty quickly. I know it seems like we have a lot in the tank right now, but these little dudes get thirsty like every 8 to 9 seconds. And so this is going to be our last load of dry wood right here, and then I'm going to cancel this work order. So there we go. No more work order. We're no more getting wood from the ocean. All right. Some people have weird kinks. Don't yuck my yum, bro. Sometimes you got to get wood from the ocean. Let's go ahead and grab as much of that plastic right there as we possibly can, too. I would like to have, I'm hoping we have time to stock up on like 30 or 40 plastic before we have to move to the next map. Now, we also want to be careful because the next map is not going to, oh, did we run out of fish? Did I forget to queue up a new location? I did. I'm an idiot. Okay, I may have like screwed us over a little bit here. We can fish right there. And we can also maybe fish right there. But I think we're on our last fish pile. I think that's our last one. So we're kind of hitting the hard limits of what it is we're capable of accomplishing. Actually, I did the math too. We're bringing back we're bringing back 10 fish each time, and we can harvest. We can actually farm out. We can do 9 or 12 fish right there. So that's a bottleneck. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit more efficient on that side. We'll do 9 right here since that's closer to 10 than 12. And we have a lot of wood left over, so we'll convert that one to wood harvesting as well. How's our storage looking right now? Are we full up? We're not even close to full up. Good. That's what I like to see. Yeah, our water supplies aren't holding out as long as I had hoped they would. Well, color me a little bit disappointed. Okay, well, start getting something ready for the next go, I guess. Start getting stuff ready for the next run. Hopefully we're able to pull some food out of the locations on the next map. Otherwise, things are going to get a little janky out here. They're going to get a little tiny bit janky. On the plus side, we got more fish right there, so that's pretty fantastical. Offload that fish, get him back at sea. Nope, don't hang the fish right now. Just get back to sea, please. Just go back to sea. Make the party, please. Make the party. I need you to blow on it. Make the party, please, Phyllis. Make the party, please. Looking pretty solid on wood right now. Let's go ahead and keep knocking that out until we have like 20 wood left for construction purposes. I hope we have enough time for one more run of plastic, but I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to have to leave it where it is. Let's go to the next map. So, I only want to go after water purifiers. This means I'm basically guaranteed to go south, since that's the nearest water purifier. We're going to try and hang here as much as possible, but there's only villagers on this map as far as I can tell. This way there's only animals. Lonely seagulls need friends too. I don't really want villagers, so we may actually double hop right here to get to the next part of the map. We can use our sails. Oh, never mind. There was actually undiscovered stuff right here. Very nice. I'll take that. So we've got rescue. We've got metal salvage on this side, which is actually pretty useful. Let's go ahead and get our work area set up. That's what I like to do first because I can't stand idleness in this game. And so, like, I'm trying to get myself set up. We can't use that just yet because it's outside of our range. We can't use that either. Ooh. There are no fishing spots. That's going to be a hard yikes from me. Yeah. There's no fishing spots here. Okay. Well, we've got enough food hanging out for right now to salvage this like once. Oh, no, we can fish right there. We can fish right there. That's okay. Okay, so we can be on this map for a minute, but we can't be here for too long. I'm going to salvage everything I can off of that viaduct right there because metal is actually kind of a rare resource in this game, so you want to grab it when it's available. Like, you don't want to leave it sitting around. It looks like his export is full. Luckily, they've all popped to work right here, and they're starting to produce some of the water that we need in order to be sustainable here for a little bit. My thinking is that maybe it's a really, really good idea. I usually like to be ahead a little bit more on firewood. Yeah, we'll keep that at like 20 for right now. That'll give us like 40 firewood altogether. I think is what we should have on deck. Well, maybe not. Okay, well, one thing at a time. No need to panic for right now. That metal is more than likely going to sit in our inventory for a little bit. I was hoping they would bring back some other stuff from over here, but there's no research points on this map, so I don't care. We also don't need more workforce, so, like, unfortunately, we're going to kind of leave those people to die on their little island. And it's not, like, an initiative that I'm proud of, but it is an initiative that's going to happen. It's kind of non-negotiable. If we bring on 2 more people right now, our food and our water shortage are going to become, like, catastrophic. And so we kind of want to expand at our own pace and only grab people when we absolutely need them. I was sort of hoping that there would be a certain amount of research on this map, but we haven't been lucky in that regard just yet. Do we have fish around anywhere? Really? Okay, so food is kind of trickling downwards right now. In a matter what sort of worries me. Did they seriously go through all that firewood already? Really? Okay, so they're going through it like faster than I could stock it. Yeah, food's going to be a problem. I think we're going to have to move to the next map and just find like more pleasant fishing grounds. On the plus side, we were able to... Well, we got 21 water. Yeah, grab what you can from the viaduct. We're going to go ahead and cancel that salvage mission right there. He's coming back with more fish. But we are kind of getting close to the edge here. Go ahead and gather up some wood, please, while we wait. I'm going to queue up ever so slightly more. The good thing is, I know it seems like an anticlimactic pause right now for this metal, but this metal is going to last us a really, really long time, and it's going to allow us to make advanced buildings as soon as we get to the bottom of our... As soon as we get to the bottom of our complete and total utter lack of research points, it should be a little bit better. The last time I played through, I do think that the loot is somewhat randomized, because the last time that I played through, I actually got 15 research points out of that first location that we were at before it canceled out. Now, granted, I didn't get any food from right there, and so I had a really, really bad food shortage that got me into a lot of trouble, but I think as soon as this runs out, we're going to have to go somewhere else. We're not going to have an option. There should only be like 5 fish left over here too, I think, on these nibble fishes. Oh no, there's 10 of them left. Okay, well, it's going to get a little bit hungry around here. It is pretty much non-negotiable that you guys are going to be a little bit hungry over on this side of the map. I'm not proud of it, but it's just the way she goes sometimes. He's on his way back with more fish. We've got 2 water coming out right there. So we have some options. The next map will also bolster our water supply. No problem with some of that clear, beautiful water. You guys get all the dry wood unloaded? Good, 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 good. Our only fish supply is a bit of a bummer right now. I really wish there was more fishing spots on this map. My life would be much easier if there was more fishing spots on this map. I'm going to let him bring in one last load of fish before we go. And then I'm going to let him bring in one last load of wood before we go. Perfect. So you just get that done. 5 more fish. It's all we've got. I love the little details in this game. If you like zoom in on the bridge, you can hear car alarms going off. And actually, there were more cars on the little viaduct right here. They actually disappear as you're scavenging. This game has an amazing attention to the amount of like aesthetic detail and just like random little frills that the game has on it, and that pleases me a lot. You guys know that I'm a big fan of random little things like that that developers do to make their games more immersive and fun for the player. Alright, so you guys are on your way back. Did he actually complete 2 loads? If he completed 2 loads, I'm proud of you, G. I'm proud of you. Yeah, so get all that wood unloaded. And, like, I flat out don't really care about the kelp. So what you use this for is use it for fish farms. We don't even have the fish farm unlocked, so, like, I don't see the point. So we can either go to a factory and we can hope that we find something else there that's useful. Or we've got 2 fuel left. Actually, we may have to. So we can ride the winds this way and get more oil. I think we're going to have to. I wanted to go after the water purifier, but the smarter decision... I think actually the smarter decision is to go this way and take the long one right there. There's an abandoned town and a viaduct right there. This way we still get water and we still have like a bailout plan if we need to, but I'm pretty sure if I go this way, I'm going to run out of fuel. Whereas if I go, well, this way I might run out of fuel too. So 1, 2 fuel, and then we're just floating to the right. I can't pan the map to the right to see what's over there, unfortunately. So, like, the really safe option is to go after the factory ruins and get the fuel from right there and just hope that we can sustain long enough to get to that map right there. I think we're going to have to. If I go after this, I'm going to run out of fuel because it's going to take 3 fuel to go that way. Although we can go right from there to somewhere. It depends what that is on the right. If that's a factory on the right, we're okay. Or, my other option is that I can go up this way... and I can hope that we find food in the abandoned town, and then we resupply on water right there. And then hopefully, if we just sail to the right, we end up with a water solution. Or, I'm sorry, a fuel solution. This is the safe option right here, because this will give us a fat grip of fuel. We'll have 5 fuel, and we can basically decide what we want to do on the next map tile. If we go this way, we're gambling. If we go this way, we're gambling. Now, granted... this way will give us more food, and this way will give us more water, but we'll be out of fuel, and we'll kind of just be coasting until we find more. So, this will guaranteed keep us alive at least until this tile right here. This right here, we may die, but we'll have enough fuel to basically go and grab whatever supplies we want. We go this way, we're definitely going to die. So, like... I'm kind of thinking that this gamble right here is the best way to go, since that at least keeps us alive to the edge of the map tile. Whereas this right here, we may not even survive till the end of the map, even though we have the supplies to go even further. That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to go this way. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to pause the game up and we're going to take a second to figure out what we got going on. We have a viaduct. I don't really care about that. Over here, we have a scavenging point where we can basically get a ton of research points. I'm going to recommend that we do that post-haste. And hopefully we pull out some wood and plastic along the way, too. Fishing-wise, we have 1 fish pond right there. So that'll have to hold us. Hopefully we bring out food. We don't really have any other options, unfortunately. I can't get after that one right there because it's on the edge of the map. I haven't figured out how to clear the edges of the map yet with the fog. As you can see, there's clearly like resources and stuff out there. But I think there must be some kind of sailing upgrade you get that gives you like a scope that lets you see further out. But for right now, we've got pretty much that fishing spot. Oh, we got 2 fishing spots. Okay, good. So put down both of these fishing spots, and that's going to hold us. And then as far as water goes, we've got a minute to play around with. But... yeah, go ahead and suspend the distillers for right now. We'll suspend those. We won't worry about water for a minute. Instead, we're going to get somebody going on repeating firewood for a little while we kind of like pan and scan around this map. We've got a little bit of food coming in. Our sailors are out. They're doing their thing. I'm hoping that by the time this hits like 10, we will have found something good. We found 5 food on that island and nothing else. That's a bummer. I was hoping we would find a lot more. Oh, we got 10 research points and 3 wood. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Because that's going to allow us to get to the solar still. Which I want very, very badly. That's just free water that you don't have to do anything for. If you've got the resources to build this, it is a little wood intensive. But if you've got the resources to build it, like, you make like 3 or 4 of these and we should be in really good shape. I would hope anyways. Our first load of fish is back. That's good. And we got food from that last place, right? Like 7 food, so yeah, that'll help out a bunch too. How we looking on firewood right now? We looking okay? We've got like 10 firewood going out. we're a little bit full on stuff. My thought would be that we should probably make the first water purifier right here. We are going to have to go out in that direction, too, at some point, and I haven't decided when I want to do that. But there's our first go. We've got what we've got, and we've got it right now, but that is going to take pressure off of our water, which is pretty much all that I care about right now. As soon as he gets done... We're not going to go after metal right now. We're good on metal, so we're not going to go after metal. But, like, we are going to hopefully get something good out of this place. So we've got 5 wood so far and 3 research materials. We do need wood, so I'll take it. It's not too bad of a haul. You stay over there and keep doing what you do. Alright. So I'm going to need repeat crafting of water over here. If we can do that at all, and it can be manageable. I'm hoping that if we can get enough of these guys right here set up, we will no longer need these. And we can get ourselves out of this nasty cycle of, like, firewood farming that we've been stuck in for quite some time. 10 more wood out. Okay. All right. Looks good to me. I don't know what we're going to pull out of this place. I'm hoping we continue to get more goodies out of it. We do have enough research points for other stuff. We can get a bigger storage yard. We can get houses for our drifters, which actually might not be a bad idea, where they can sleep faster so that they're not out like all day. We can get the plastic recycler, where we can make nets, and we can make bottle bricks. We've got a scrap smith over here, which allows us to blacksmith and make like screws and pipes and things that we're going to need for stuff like the desalinator. This will give us fresh water in large amounts, but we need pipes and screws for that, so things to worry about. I would say that we should probably go after... Let's go after the scrapsmith and the house for right now. As you can see, this is filling up and it'll give us 1 unit of water when it's done. I would actually like to see this bumped up to 2 units of water whenever it's finished. But I do think the game is doing a pretty good job of making you feel like you're kind of behind on production all the time. Like, the game does do a pretty good job of making you feel like you never have the things you need in order to survive. And I think that's actually what they're going for with this game. We've brought back 20 wood from over here. It's pretty solid. We're going through it pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead and take that off of, like, permacraft right now. Just so we can stockpile a little tiny bit. I'd like to make another walkway that goes out this way. And that's going to require plastics. Which, unfortunately, this map seems to be mostly wood. Man, you guys are eating through all that food already, huh? How come nobody's taking out the fishing boat? Just have too many jobs queued up. I was going to say, like, that food surplus we got bought us a little bit of time, but I've noticed there's no fish hanging. There's nothing like the old tradition of hanging our fish at dawn appears to not be happening. So, like, let's get on top of that, maybe? A little bit low on water. That's okay. We've got like 6 ready to be exported right here, and we've got enough supplies for like another 5. And there's water over here too, so make sure you're gathering that. Absolutely. If he brings back a little bit more wood from this last salvage haul. Oh, he brought back firewood. Very nice. Cool. Okay. Well, yeah, that saves a little bit of time. I'll take it. I think we should have enough food to last us a little bit. And we definitely have enough water, I think. Yeah, they just unloaded like 6 water over there. And I think they just unloaded like 5 more from over here. So yeah, we're good on water for a little bit. It looks like our main concern for the time being is going to be food. That's what we really need to get on top of. I'm hoping he drags back at least a couple cans of food from this place too. Like if he can get 3 or 4 cans of food from right there, it would take the pressure off us ever so slightly. What are you doing over here, Bromigo? You fishing? And is the fishing good? Oh, he finished it off. Oh, that's lame. So when he finishes off a fishing spot, he doesn't naturally migrate to the other fishing spot to finish off his load. There's lots of little inefficiencies in the hauling in this game that I'm hoping get patched up in the future, or at least they open it up to workshop support. That way that modders can make it so they can modify the AI and make them work a little bit more intelligently. So like if they're carrying something, it goes to the place where it's needed rather than, you know, them making like 10 little different stops each time they need to grab something. Oh, we got 8 food that time. That was exactly what I was hoping we would find. Very, very good. That's precisely... Man, those are like barrels of food right there. Can you imagine? We're bringing back barrels of food, and they're eating through it every single day. Wild and crazy. Enough food to last us until the next map for sure, if nothing else. I think we need to bring back some plastics, but like it's so fruitful right now with them running out to that island and grabbing things that I don't really want to stop them off. Maybe it would actually be better if we made another salvaging boat. I do need to think about the room that we have available, though. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to go much further without building more scaffold. Yeah, go ahead and build me some more scaffold right there. I'd appreciate it. And we'll put some water purifiers out here. Another water purifier anyways. That place is done. What'd you bring back this time? Even more food. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we need to set up another scavenging spot. I want all of this. Give it to me. And if you guys can get that walkway done, I'd appreciate it. Basically, I'm just going to make like a giant hexagon type, like a geometric figure that goes in a circle around the town heart. That's my plan anyways for right now, to maximize the amount of buildable space that we have available. We actually have no plastics right now, and I would like to have more plastics. If we could build another dock, that'd be fantastic. How long is our fish going to hold out for? We got 5 fish left. Well, food isn't really a problem right now, so I don't think we're going to have to panic about that too much. At the next location, I think we have a water tower as well. So water is actually not that big of a deal either. We'll have to take off out of here once we have like 8 or 9 water left. And actually, I can offset that a little bit too, I think. If y'all could take out the salvaging boat, that'd be great. You guys just swim out and grab that then. Interesting. Is it bugged? It might be bugged. I don't know. Okay, so we got that done. Let's make another mooring point right there. And let's get that done about as soon as possible. I'm kind of improvising right now, and I'm not a really good improviser. Did I not schedule the creation of more campfire? Oh no. Okay, I made a mistake. I made a mistake and we might get punished for it. There's a lack of Bernie resources on this boat. I need more Bernies. There we go. I may need to move this guy to the outer edge, too. That's okay, though, because then I can put the desalinator over here. Like the solar still, which actually is a real thing in real life. You can make this with grass. You can make it with water. You can make it with... Pretty much, if you've got seawater, if you've got grass, it doesn't really matter. As long as the plant that's inside of it isn't poisonous and the water inside of it isn't poisonous, you should be good. Now, offset our water a little bit, please. Also, build me another salvage boat. We've hit like a serious impasse at the moment, and one that I'm not incredibly pleased by. Like, I was planning on scavenging like all this stuff down here until the universe decided to be a giant buzzkill and my salvage boat stopped working. There you go. Grab what you can from down there, please. Salvage boat, are you bugged? God, I hope you're not bugged. If you're bugged, we're dead. I can't live without a salvage boat. Like, I have to have one. I think they just have a lot of hauling tasks right now. There we go. Take the salvage boat out, please. We can sustain our water for a little while, but I need you to kind of aggressively gather more stuff. We got a lot of people sleeping right now, too. I think that's what's messing with our workflow. This is Flotsam. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I've been having a blast with this game. I actually really, really like it. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in. It's been a blast playing video games with all of you. If you want to see more of this series, make sure you hit the like button. Lets me know who's engaged with what series so that we can continue doing them. Hitting a bit of a rough patch right now with our salvage boats not really doing what we wanted them to do. I think it's a workflow issue, maybe. But I think we should be able to bounce back. I think. Let's go ahead and turn that off repeating right now, too, just to make sure that things get done. But yeah, my name is Splattercat. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. How you doing? I'll have something hot and fresh for you tomorrow, eerie buddy.